So, ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our first bout of the evening. A catchweight bout at 60 kilograms, scheduled for 3-3-minute rounds. Please welcome in the blue corner, making his debut, fighting out of the unit, Captain Jack Atherton. Across the cage from him in the red corner, representing Team Elite, please welcome Cameron Thompson! Your referee in charge will be Jay Furnace. So here we are at EFN, first bout of the evening, a catchweight bout in the amateur division. Cameron Thompson in the red corner taking on Captain Jack Atherton in the blue. Joining me on comms, we've got Andy Shepherd and the danger himself, Mr. K. Musa.
We're here officially in the building tonight for this night of fights.
Great to have you here as well. And look, these are amateurs making their debut in one case. What a stage to do it on, Kane, as well. Imagine walking out on an event like this with what is going on tonight with the light heavyweight tournament. It must be a fantastic moment for them.
Well, you know what, I feel like from when I started fighting, I started fighting in leisure centres, and it's amazing just to see how far the sport's gone, how much it's developed to have stages like this for a first-time fighters. Look, these guys, it's the first time they're fighting, and look at the stage that they're fighting on. It's an amazing opportunity for them.
Superb stuff. And say that amateurs as well, the game has evolved so much, right? Look at the techniques they're doing, how composed they are for their very first fight. It's very impressive to see.
Well, what I like is I can see, that you can see Jack controlling the distance a lot. He's not rushing. Both of them, they're not rushing the shots, and they're throwing good selection in shots, and it's just very impressive to see in terms of comparison. Like I said, when we started fighting, we were gunslinging, and these guys are very technical. So, it's great to see the progression in the sport.
Got the cage control here, Cameron Thompson. Good head position.
Yeah, you can see Cameron's forcing the pressure now, head control in that position. But Jack's forcing the positions. Cameron's obviously trying to get the wizard there with his underhook. And yeah, I feel like.
Okay, low blow there.
Low blow.
Gives me a chance to bring Andy Shepherd in as well. You've watched this unfold, just been part of the draw as well for the light heavyweight tournament. It's very exciting what's happening here in Manchester tonight.
What a night John Kavanagh's put on. We talked about the amateurs here and the opportunities there, getting no doubt they're looking towards those competitors who are in that tournament, the opportunity that lies ahead of them, and surely it motivates people like this to see that's almost on their doorstep.
I just feel like it's such an amazing opportunity for these kids now, and it's testament to everybody that's been a part of the sport so far to be able to put these opportunities now to be on the table for the young kids. It's going to be a next level of motivation for them.
Absolutely. And right now, Jack Atherton's found himself underneath Cameron Thompson. Trying to reverse this, but that's a very Musa type turnover there, right?
Yeah, he waited for the opportunity and exploded right, and now he's in top position with the control. I feel like he needs to base his foot up, and he needs to start trying to get his hands free to start landing the strikes.
Cameron Thompson coming out of Team Elite as well. Andy Brocklebank, Kev Waters, coaches, but also sparring partners wise. We talk about iron sharpens iron. Liam and Sam Gittins, who've had amazing amateur and moving into pro careers as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow, nice reversal. He's got the back, hooks in. Just at the end of the round. Good work, good variety of look at the skill set of these kids at this present moment. It's just amazing to see how much variety of skills that they've got at this time. I remember my first fight, I was just throwing punches, mate. I was throwing punches and I was just in there to fight. Now these guys are coming out with strategies and everything. It's amazing to see.
Strategies and game plans and great conditioning. Andy, can you even remember being this young with me?
What age? What age is this?
Yeah, the invincible gas tank. They've probably been playing football all day as well. This is the difference. But look at the condition. We talk about amateurs, but they look like professionals. They condition themselves. They make the same sort of sacrifices, and it's fantastic to see.
And this is the thing. Some of the competitors in our tournament tonight are making their pro debuts, but Kane, the difference between the skill set in amateur and pro is so fine. And that transition, a lot of these guys we might see tonight in amateur competition are ready to step in there with the pros.
Well, it's just the gyms these days. Everybody's mixing now. You know, at our gym, we've got the amateurs. I spar with a lot of amateurs, and it wears off on them. You know, they will pick up the skill set from myself, and you know, in the end, they get in there and they're competing like professionals with the ability that they've got. So, like the ability between amateur and professional is getting a lot closer now.
We move into round number 2,
wow,
and they are
excellent
wasting
pressure,
no time.
excellent.
Exactly that. And 3 minutes is not a long time to make an impression, is it? And if it is one of those fights where you think it might go the distance, you really have got to stamp your mark, take that the momentum in the fight.
Well, you can see these two now. These two are going. You know, the pace that they're setting is a very high pace, and like you said, it is the 3 minutes that they've got. So, you know, they do need to impress. And to be honest with you, both of them are equally matched, and you can see that they're setting a pace that's going to be hard. And if you're not fit, even though it's 3 minutes, you'll struggle in the later rounds.
Got Cameron Thompson on top now, really good base there.
Good
Trying
base.
to work his way around.
Yeah, you can see he's switching his hips around. His side control's good. You know, he's controlling the position there. And this is where, in the fights, you've got to be careful that you don't just try and control too much now. So, you know, he's controlling the position. Now he needs to start letting some strikes go. There you go. Because look, now the position's been reversed. So hold this position, start letting the strikes go now.
Jack Atherton giving up his back there, but just trying to work to make something happen. That's good to see from him as well. Yep. Mentally trying to just do something as well as physically. And
this is why I'm saying you can see the skill set. Look, he's trying to bridge now. He's trying to push up, and he's trying to get the reversal so that he can end up in full mount. And there you go. You see, he's got it. Excellent.
Excellent bit of explosion there just to reverse that position.
And now he needs to pass the guard. You can hear his corner team saying, now you need to pass. There you go.
And you talk about the corner team,
Look
the unit.
At that. He's locked the legs up. He's locked the legs up. This is high-level grappling now. This is what I'm saying about the sport of MMA. When I started, my skill set was nowhere near this. So
I'll just give a shout out to that corner of Jack Atherton from the unit gym. You got two brothers and the father there of the Hallidays, Connor, Sam, and Andy Halliday.
Well, now what the approach needs to be now. You've got this position. You're holding him. Now you need to start trying to pass now to get in him. There you go. You hear it. There you go. Now he's in a. He just needs to climb the body a little bit more. Try and get that foot. Well, he's got the full mount. He's going for the arm.
Oh, there we go.
And you know what? It's his first. Look at it. It's his first contest, and
yeah,
the fact that he went for that arm bar shows that his mentality just rushed it slightly a little bit too much, and now he's lost the position. This is the risk.
But this is what amateur really is about, isn't it? Making some mistakes and learning from it before you move into those pro ranks, because nothing, mat time, training, drilling, nothing prepares you for how you deal with yourself in an actual live fight, right?
And Kane, we talk about the technique these guys have got, the progression they're making even in the amateur ranks.
Yeah.
Does this give you hope for the progression of British MMA in the future, that more world champions on the big promotions will come?
Well, I just feel like, you know, you see all the major promotions that are going on at the moment. There's a lot of big shows, obviously Bellator being one of them, and it just gives these guys, they will be ready to test themselves against world-class level contests just because of how high the skill set is now.
In other nations, you know, like Russia, etc., you know, one of their national sports is things like wrestling, so it's bred into youngsters from a very early age. But in the UK, combat sports is not something traditionally that's been taught in schools or taught from a young age. Do you think the progression of amateur MMA is going to help bring that in? Of course,
I feel like, listen, at the end of the day, something you can't take away from the British as a nation is we're very analytical as a nation. We will start to evolve, and I feel like with these young amateurs now, what's happening is they're starting to learn the sport of MMA. Certain, like you said, in certain countries like Russia, wrestling's their natural thing, but I feel like now the sport of MMA as a whole is starting to evolve, and this is where I feel in the years to come, England is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So we are set to move into the third and final round here. What has been a tightly fought contest between these two young men. Jack Atherton, blue corner, red shorts. Cameron Thompson, red corner, black and gold shorts.
And look at that, look at the sportsmanship.
It's all about that, all about it.
Ushering him in for a hug. You know, this is what the sport's about, you know. Me being one of them people as well, just depending on your opponent. Yeah, but look at them now, and now they're off. Throwing
Swinging.
shots.
Look at that combination moving forward. Great reaction though from Cameron Thompson.
Amazing transition there. He allowed himself to be forced back. As he felt himself coming to the fence, he knew his opponent was there. He shot in, and now look, he scored the takedown, and he's into. But like I'm saying now's the time to start trying to score more points, because takedowns this day and age, they're not scoring as much as they used to.
And again, Cameron Thompson trying to hold him down. Jack Atherton turning, getting up. That's impressive to see from him as well. Great. And now he's looking for the takedown.
Look at that, amazing stuff.
Jay Furness, our referee, having to do some work to get out of the way.
A fire lit inside Cameron Thompson for this third round.
Wow. Now he's in the position. Look, he's got his hands wrapped. You see how he's got his hands there? He needs to pull his hips in more.
Oh, drop and roll. That's nice. But now he can.
There's a risk. Yeah. Look at that transition. Wow.
Great dexterity there from Cameron Thompson. And now he's from that big slam, which looked like he could drop in a dominant position. Now Jack Atherton has cut Thompson on his back.
He's spread him out now, so there you go. Oh, he's come back up into turtle. Let's see where he goes with this. We've got a minute and...
Oh, we can't quite see from this angle if that is under the chin. Cameron Thompson squeezing Atherton again, trying to make some space, turning over. Oh, he's tapped. Wow, beautiful. Cameron Thompson. And talk about that reversal, because he was in a bad spot, taking the whole length of the cage, dumped on his back, but his reaction in the transition, which is where a lot of the key moments are, fantastic to get that.
And this is why, but you know what, take nothing away from both opponents. That was an amazing fight. Nobody has anything to worry about in that. It's like you said, it's the amateurs now. And he can take from this loss, but what he has demonstrated, he has got a lot of potential.
Superb stuff.
And Kane, this is our first. Aaron Chalmers jumping onto commentary right now. And the Joker, Aaron Chalmers. Aaron, this is our first fight of the night here at EFC, the inaugural EFC. If that's our first fight of the night, we are in for a hell of an evening tonight.
Do you know what it is? I see Kane on the mic there. I'm trying to jump in. To give me opinion, but what a start! What a start! That was great fight by both of them. And like I see, he's ran and picked them up, but just slight little mistakes. But he's got nothing to be ashamed of. That was a quality performance.
Jack Atherton there making his debut, and it's Cameron Thompson, his third amateur fight, so more experience. So
if that's his first fight, he's in for a hell of a career. Put it that way. I'm swearing.
Aaron Chalmers has had one drink.
A Coke, it was Coke.
In this contest at 1 minute 29. Your winner by rear naked choke, Cameron Thompson!
Brian Lacey, a man of many skills, not only a virtuoso when it comes to commentary, the man has got some lungs when it comes to ring announcing. Now, Aaron, let's look forward towards our tournament here tonight. You are a Bellator fighter.
Yep.
And you got into Bellator partly, let's be honest, because of your background in reality television.
Yes, of course.
That helped you a lot. A lot of these fighters tonight, they're working full-time jobs. They are having to train around 12-hour days at work. What a huge opportunity to be awarded with a 6-figure 5-fight contract. It'll allow them to possibly realise their potential.